What's going on, everybody? Anybody that found this, appreciate you. It's called Nothing New Under the Sun. It's gonna be myself, Sweetz, and my wife, Goddess Keys. We're just gonna take, hey, that's her. And we're just gonna take 15 minutes to go through some topics, kind of talk shit, give our points of view on it, and, see what y'all think. Really don't give a fuck, but if you want to listen to it, we here. So, first topic is spoiler alerts. I personally don't fuck with this because I was going into this week. I was excited when I saw Meek Mill's movie. I think it's called Charm City Kings came out. Shout out to him. That shit looked hard. But I'm taking my time. I got life to live. So I go into some comments. He's like, what did y'all think of the movie? Some bastard. So he watched it and he's like, oh, and I'm not going to fuck it up for y'all, but you can imagine. He's like, oh man, when this happened, oh, I just lost it. I was like, you son of a bitch. No, I don't even have to fucking watch the shit. Like, I'm going to watch it because just out of respect. But now the whole experience is fucked up. And I want to say to that person, anyone like that, you're a selfish son of a bitch. That when you're done with the movie. Now everybody can know. That's bullshit. They did that with Power. They do that with a lot of shit. And I just want to say, what a sucker ass mentality.
Well, I mean, you can think it's a sucker mentality. Some people do it just to prove, oh, I've seen it because I've seen this, or I've seen it because I've seen that. They're clout chasers. And that's
I don't know. He got no clout from that shit. All he got was just saying like, oh, he was just trying to be a dick rider, just showing like, yeah, it is clout in a way. I'll give you that, but it's a weird form of clout because you want to show that you were so emotional behind this person you've never met. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's what the weird shit was. Like, it threw me for a loop. It's like, man, whatever, dog.
Yeah.
It's no different than the people like Meek Mill has said. People who come up to him and want to fucking take pictures and then go off and talk shit about him. Like, people just want credit for weird shit these days. But shout out to Meek Mill. I love that he's elevating. I love that he's representing shit that he's really about, that we all know he's really about. And, his hometown of Philly. All that shit is official. And he got the Smiths involved. That's what made it extra official to me. Like, I don't know. I just, that pissed me off because I was, I get it. It's hard to find movies these days. I don't know about y'all. Like, feels like you done ran through everything and then you find something and you take your time to get to it. You don't just jump on it and some comments will fuck you over,
Well, some people would say that if movies are so hard to come by, why did you take your time to watch it?
Because I got other fucking things to do. I have other things I'm dealing with, more pressing issues. My bad. HBO Max movie didn't fucking, dominate my thoughts. Like, I couldn't prioritize with that. Like, get the fuck out of here. I just get annoyed with that. It's like, but that's, you know what? I'm gonna take my blame too, because I'm being a nosy little motherfucker and going in comments because I'm like, oh, why did I care if I hadn't seen the movie? Why do I give a fuck what other people thought about that movie when I hadn't seen it yet?
Something to think about.
True. So, spoiler alerts, fuck you. And anybody, if you purposely do that, you're shitty. And I hope some shit you really want to see gets fucked up for you. I hope they release the script of your stupid ass and release the last page. Fuck you. But anyway, I'm working on being less angry.
Yeah.
Another topic, Tory Lanes has been officially charged with 2 felony counts of assault for the incident. Huh?
You didn't do it?
Oh, their stance is all over the place. I thought it was interesting, his statement where he said, if you've been supporting me and Meg, he's still referring to her by Meg, kind of like, how you, like a friendship type tone. Yeah. And also saying supporting me and her through this. So it was interesting he did that. And he's like, time will tell. And like, pretty much it's all going to come out. And I'm interested to see what comes out. He also said a charge is not a conviction.
It's not.
Yeah, but in the court of public opinion, it is. Because that's all we're gonna. No one gives a fuck. If he gets completely cleared, no one gives a fuck. That story will get
riot like we do when the police get cleared.
What'd you say?
Are we gonna riot like we do when the police get cleared?
Fuck no. Meg the Stallion's gonna move on. He's gonna move on. Actually, he's damaged permanently. That's the fucked up part. If he had nothing to do with it, which I don't know, this is all allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But if he got completely cleared and it came out that there was a whole nother story, bro, I feel bad in the way that it's like being charged with rape or any of that other shit, or, you know, any of those big heavy labels. Once it's on you, it's on you. No one gives a fuck about you being cleared. They called you that, you're that forever, you know?
Well, all I have to say is those slits in her feet did not look like bullet holes, so.
See? And that's a lot of people's thing. And see, I'm no doctor. Did it look like like I said, we were saying maybe some shit hit the ground and she got, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I don't have time to play reenactment with it, but at the same time, I think of course there's more to the story. You know, no way we're getting it all from either side. But I don't know. Do you really give a fuck? The message to me is, my overall message, which I've been living by, protect black women. You know? I don't give a fuck. You take my daughter out. If that's my daughter, you take her out, bro. I'm letting motherfuckers know. She's under your care. Just like when she's with me, she's under my care. That means even an accident, nigga, it's on you. It's your watch. Cool. That's where things have gotten fucked up, where, oh, you know, niggas is going out with females and not putting them under their care and under their wing. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's just, but it's a syndrome of niggas not being men. Like she was talking about, she was protecting him. She's like, oh, I'm trying to protect him and I don't want police to brutalize and do shit to him. She's thinking for protecting him. Where was his thoughts in that? You know? Regardless, where was his thoughts of protecting her? He's and you could say, oh, the sexist and this. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? In real life, fuck that. Some of this shit has to be what it is. If you're taking someone out, and I don't care if you're male or you're female, if you're initiated to take someone out, you're taking on the responsibility of they're under my care. They got loved ones, they got a home to make it back to. So you're taking that on. People need to understand that shit. I'm old school in that way, but fuck that.
That's true.
So, I mean, we'll see what the fuck comes out of that, you know. I think it'll be some hush hush shit. By the time it all comes out, no one's gonna give a fuck, especially with everything going on. Who cares even now? Like, thank God she's alive and all right. And I guess, you know, that's all that matters. And whatever they're gonna do with that nigga, they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's okay, but yeah. I don't think he shot her. So anyway,
and that's you're not alone. You know, there's a lot of people with that opinion. I'm not. I don't know. I just don't care that much to really play into. I want to see. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I know everybody else isn't, and you know, we'll see. I still don't. Even when it comes out, it's gonna be some manufactured bullshit or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, inside note, did you listen to Trump's G Talk yet?
I have not.
See, you fucked up. See, I don't even have my phone to play it for you, but let me give you the sum up. The sum up is just him, that motherfucker, you fuck with us. Nigga, he was talking like real street niggas talk. He was like, nigga, you fuck with us, we gonna do something mean and vicious to your bitch ass. I mean, that was pretty much the sum up of what he said to Iran and motherfuckers thinking that bullshit. Like, we're not playing. I'm like,
well,
this motherfucker's serious.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, whatever he says, I hope he can back it up.
I don't know, man.
Everybody's turning on him, so I just hope he can back up whatever he says.
That's why that motherfucker. That's why he. You know, you tough talk like that. a lot of times when you're trying to like keep a motherfucker off you, you know?
Yeah.
You're trying to keep a motherfucker off you. Say, I'll kill you, I'll do this, I'll do that. Knowing you scared as a motherfucker behind it.
True.
You're like, I hope they're eating all this shit I'm fucking giving to them. So, I don't know. This whole election thing, real talk, I'm spooked.
Vote them all out.
And that's the real, hey, if that could, because that'd be the power play to show motherfuckers right now, like Nancy Pelosi, like we've said with her.
Vote her out.
Man.
Vote them all.
First and foremost.
Vote them out. Start over. Wipe the slate clean. Start over.
But you say start over with what?
Whoever's running. And if they don't do right, vote them out too. Every time it's time to vote them out.
And see, that's a good mentality. See, you're doing it the right way. And that's why they tell motherfuckers to vote. But the problem is,
but they're voting for this. We're voting for the same people over and over again.
True. Very true. Especially like you said, like with Nancy Pelosi, like she might as well be, what was that, the Supreme Court where you have a lifetime job? Like she feels invincible like that.
Exactly. That's exactly why she needs to get voted out.
I don't like her level of comfort in how she speaks for all of us. How she speaks for poor people and people she's gonna represent, you know what I'm saying? Which
she can't represent no poor people. She ain't poor. She ain't been poor in a long time. If she was ever poor.
And maybe I should restructure. Like poor, what is it? Poor is a mindset, being broke, whatever. It's not like I'm poor, like I'm just, oh, I don't have 2 pennies, but poor as far as we're all fucking poor. Like, if you're not on that crazy level, even if you're making 6 figures, nigga, in the grand scheme of things, you're fucking broke. You know? In the real big grand scheme of things, like, the real money's being made up top. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand that.
That shit fucks me up.
She needs to get voted out. I wish all the Californians would get together and decide we're tired of her. We need somebody new. Let's vote her out of here.
Agreed. But I mean, then what? Then you get some other piece of shit. And I mean, you said vote them out, but guess what? It takes time. It takes time.
Okay, so they run their crap for 2 years. Vote them out.
See, that's kind of fucked up, right? Because you can't get, how much can you get done in 2 years?
You better be starting to get something done. You better be trying. You'd work a whole lot harder if you only had 2 years to get things done.
I agree with that. Now that I agree with. If you put that's anybody. You put a little pressure on their ass, you get different results.
Exactly. But she's sitting up there and she knows she's got all the time in the world because she's not getting voted out.
True.
I'd pull that trick bag on her and vote her ass out of there.
And if she did, because man, I saw her behind the podium the other day. I'm not gonna lie, it was yesterday. I just didn't like that shit. She was all, I'll tell you tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Talking about the shit with Trump, right? And the 25th Amendment.
25th Amendment.
Yeah. And it was just, there's too much focus on fucking bullshit nonsense.
And
you're still worried about
helping the people who are they supposed to work for.
Well, on top of that, this motherfucker, oh man, just so much weird shit with her, you know? It's like, she's like, this isn't about the president, this is just for, man, shut up. Because if it wasn't about him, if it's, why are you so worried about shit? Worry about right now. Worry about what's in front of you. All I'm hearing is housing crisis, eviction crisis. This shit's coming. Everybody's fucking paranoid. Nobody knows what happens past the 3rd. Nobody knows what's happening up to the 3rd. And this motherfucker's talking about all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Get people a check in their hands, in their account, in their mailbox. You know? Help the airlines, help the restaurants, help motherfuckers. Do what you're supposed to do. That's where we're all fucked up as a society, as a country. We're
Because
fucked up.
we care about them working for us. Vote them out.
True. But I mean, you keep kicking vote them out, vote them out, vote them out. But you know, like I know, there's more to it than that. She hasn't just lasted this long just because people are lazy. Or there's a lot going on behind the scenes, you know?
I know, but there wouldn't be so much going on behind the scenes if you voted her out. And that is our time.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you for listening. We got another episode coming real quick. Make sure you keep on the lookout for the Nothing New Under the Sun. Just us. I guess you could call it a mini podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.